There is something incredibly powerful about the mind. Something so simple yet so life-changing that once you truly grasp it, everything shifts. The way you think, the way you speak to yourself, the way you see the world, these are the keys to transforming your life. Most people don't realize it, but a single shift in thought can change everything. Not in some distant future. Not after years of struggle, but right now, in this very moment. Because the mind is always listening, always creating, always responding to the thoughts you feed it. And here's the simple trick. Change the way you talk to yourself, and you will change your life. It sounds simple, doesn't it? But let's take a moment to really understand what this means. Every day, you have thousands of thoughts running through your mind. Some are uplifting, but many are filled with doubt, fear, and self-criticism. I'm not good enough. I'll never get what I want. Things never work out for me. These thoughts may seem small, but they shape your entire reality. The mind believes whatever you tell it, whether it's true or not. If you keep telling yourself you are stuck, your mind will find ways to keep you stuck. If you keep saying that life is hard, your mind will seek proof to confirm that belief. But the moment you start shifting your inner dialogue, the moment you begin telling a new story, life responds in ways you never imagined. Here's what I want you to do. Start paying attention to the words you use when you talk to yourself. Are they kind? Are they supportive? Are they filled with love? Or are they filled with criticism and negativity? When you catch yourself thinking something disempowering, stop. Take a deep breath, and choose a new thought. Instead of I'm not good enough, say, I am worthy of love and success. Instead of I'll never get what I want, say, opportunities are always flowing to me. It may feel unnatural at first, but the more you do it, the more your mind will begin to accept these new truths. You don't have to force anything. You don't have to struggle to believe it all at once. Just plant the seed. Keep repeating it. Speak to yourself with love, and soon, love will become the foundation of your reality. Many people believe that change has to be hard, that transformation requires years of effort. But the truth is, the biggest changes happen in an instant, the instant you decide to think differently. You are not bound by your past. You are not trapped by your old beliefs. You are free to create a new experience at any moment, simply by choosing a new thought. I have seen this work miracles in people's lives. I have seen people go from deep despair to complete joy, simply by shifting the way they speak to themselves. I have seen health restored, relationships healed, and abundance flow in, all because a person decided to tell themselves a new story. And if they can do it, so can you. Let's do something together right now. Take a deep breath. Place your hand over your heart. And say, I am safe. I am loved. Everything is working out for me. Feel the truth of those words sinking in. Your mind is listening. Your body is listening. Life is listening. This simple shift, choosing new words, choosing a new story, is how you begin to rewrite your life. And you can start right now. No matter what has happened before. No matter what limiting beliefs you have held onto, this moment is a new beginning. And all it takes is one thought at a time. One of the biggest blocks to change is the belief that it's too late. That you've been thinking the same way for too long. But that's just another thought, and like any thought, it can be changed. Imagine what would happen if, for the next 24 hours, you only spoke to yourself with kindness. Imagine if every time doubt crept in, you replaced it with love. Try it. See what happens. Your words are like seeds. Whatever you plant will grow. If you plant seeds of doubt, you will see doubt flourish. But if you plant seeds of confidence, of love, of trust in life, then that is what will bloom. The more you nourish these positive thoughts, the stronger they become. It's also important to understand that this is not about ignoring reality or pretending challenges don't exist. It's about shifting the way you respond to them. When something doesn't go as planned, instead of saying, "Nothing ever works out for me," you say, "This is just a detour, and something better is on its way." Instead of focusing on what is wrong, you focus on what is possible. You are more powerful than you have ever been taught to believe. Your mind is a tool, and you get to decide how to use it. The world will try to convince you that your circumstances control your life, but the truth is, it is your mind that shapes your experience. And you can take that power back at any time. If you tell yourself you are abundant but refuse to accept opportunities or hesitate to invest in yourself, then your mind receives mixed signals. If you affirm that you are healthy but continue habits that harm your body, your subconscious remains in conflict. It's not about being perfect, it's about consistency. Your mind, body, and actions must work together. Think of it as strengthening a muscle. The more you reinforce a thought with actions that support it, the stronger it becomes. Another important factor is what you surround yourself with. You could be doing all the right things, but if you constantly expose yourself to negativity, doubt, or unhealthy influences, it will make change much harder. The environment around you, whether it's the people you engage with, the media you consume, or the routines you follow, shapes your inner world. Protect your space. Be intentional about what you allow into your mind and life. If something drains you, reconsider its place in your life. If a habit makes you feel worse, replace it with one that uplifts you. Small adjustments can create massive shifts over time. A little more time spent in gratitude, a little less time spent worrying. A little more attention to what lifts your energy, a little less focus on what depletes it. These minor changes compound and create real transformation. Also, be mindful of how you react to setbacks. Even with the best mindset, life will present challenges. But how you handle them determines whether they control you or strengthen you. Instead of frustration, see obstacles as signals, guiding you toward what needs to change. Instead of resisting difficulties, use them as opportunities to reinforce your new way of thinking. Growth is not about never facing difficulties. It's about responding to them differently. When you commit to this shift in both thought and action, you start to notice something incredible. The way life responds to you changes. Doors that once seemed closed begin to open. Things that once felt impossible start unfolding with ease. Not because the world has changed, but because you have. The way you show up, the way you think, the way you move through life. It all shifts, and in turn, everything around you follows. Your thoughts are powerful. But what truly amplifies their effect is the way you follow through with action. You can shift your thinking all you want. But if your daily habits contradict your new mindset, change will feel frustratingly slow. Your actions must align with the thoughts you are choosing. When you decide to believe in yourself, you must act like someone who believes in themselves. That means making choices that reflect self-worth, setting boundaries that protect your energy, and taking steps, no matter how small, toward the life you desire. Here's something I want you to carry with you, whenever you feel stuck. Whenever fear creeps in, whenever doubt takes over, pause. Take a breath. And ask yourself, what is the most loving thought I can choose right now? It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be grand. Just a small shift toward kindness. And then, do it again. And again. Until one day, you look around and realize that your whole world has changed. Not because something outside of you shifted, but because you did. Because you decided to think differently. Because you decided to speak to yourself with love. This is the simple trick that changes everything. And the best part? You don't have to wait. You don't have to earn it. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to start. Right here. Right now. With one thought at a time.